left off on pasuk Yud Zayin. Vayishlach osam Moshe losas ha'oretz that's Eretz Canaan. Moshe sent them to scout out the land of Canaan. V'yomer aleim alu ze b'negev. When they entered the land, they should ascend through the Negev, through the south. V'alisem esahor, and you'll go up the mountain. So why did he tell them specifically that? No, the Or Chaim HaKodesh explains that if Moshe Rabbeinu initially would have known their intent, why they want to send spies, he wouldn't have agreed to it. If he understood that their objective was, is it conquerable or not, you're not going. But it is conquerable. Hashem says it's conquerable. He said it's going to be conquered. So what was what did they concealed? They concealed their intent was that, but they said, we want to know what is the best way to conquer. As you find by Yeshua, he also sent spies, right? Kolev and Pinchos, he sent spies. There's nothing wrong with sending spies. So what did he say? Alu Zeba Negev. Go up to the south, and then you will ascend the mountain. So that he's explaining to them what the best way, they should understand the best way for the conquest. Now, what is the Negev? Who are you? This is the most inferior part of Israel, the Negev. It's all desert. Shkein derech hagorim. If a merchant, what does he first show? He first shows the less quality merchandise. Then you should appreciate what quality merchandise is. Then you show the better quality. So that's Moshe Rabbeinu wanted them to appreciate Eretz Yisrael. So if you see the better first, then you see the lesser, you become discouraged. So therefore he told him, but if it was saying that Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know initially the real intent, so what does he have to tell him this? If it's purely a question of conquest, what does he want him to be impressed? Right? So, there's an expression, they don't use it today. When Alan grew up, in his era, they used to say it. A busman's holiday. You know what a busman's holiday is? Busman's holiday. I'm not sure in Flatbush. In Brooklyn, they used it. Busman's holiday. Howard knows what it is. In the catering business, they used it. A busman's holiday means that you're on vacation, but even though you're on vacation, when your eyes are open to do business. You understand? You're going for conquest. But if simultaneously we're able to impress upon you, to appreciate what you're getting, we're going to do that also. So the objective is the best way to conquer. But how should you enter? Because Moshe Rabbeinu wants to maximize that. They're going there anyway. Let them minimally have an appreciation for what Hashem is giving them. Therefore, see the lesser quality and you see the better quality. Wait, that's good. That's the next question. That's the next question. So it's obvious. I mean, if Moshe Rabbeinu already added the Yud to Yeshua, see, he's seeing what's coming down the pike. That he understands that their intent is what? Is ominous. They have an ominous intent here, right? So maybe you'll say this. You could have a person who's at a certain level, but if he's exposed to certain things, you're going to see the worst come out of him. Right? So right now, as we said, the ksherim. Yeshua, he understands. He wants to protect Yeshua from that eventuality. So Yeshua gets the Yud. The others, their intent is to conquer, but when they see what they're going to see, they're going to be problems. And when they're going to point out the problems, it may affect Yeshua. Therefore, he gave Yeshua the Yud to protect him. He should not be affected when he hears what they have to say. You have certain people, they have certain types of personalities. They're first-class instigators. Or they point out certain things which causes people to see things totally different. You have two people. One person says, I have a phenomenal idea. I think I'm going to do this. So the other person says, how do you know it's going to work? How do you know? What about this? What? We'll bring out every reason why it's not going to work. The other person doesn't even think about it. Right? That's what it is. He understands where the others are going to be exposed to what they're going to see, to the giants, to this, to that. they're going to really have a tough time. And probably they're going to fail. They're probably going to fail. But Yeshua, to protect them from failing, he gets the yud. Ko Yoshiach Hashem. Hashem should say, come to your protection. Risam is oretz mahi, and you will see the land and see what it is. Ve'so'om hayoshiv oleh hachozik u'arofeh, and the people dwelling on it, are they strong? Are they weak? Hamati mrov, are they few? Are they many? Rashi, es oretz mahi, yesh eretz megadelis giborim, yesh eretz megadelis chaloshim. You know, the environment sometimes causes people to develop differently, either to a greater degree, to a lesser degree. Yesh eretz megadelis chaloshim, yesh megadelis uchlesin. Also, in terms of certain location people, they proliferate. There is no proliferation. They have smaller numbers. Studies, nutritional studies, that in Europe, especially Jewish people, because they were malnourished, physically much smaller. And many of the way their body structure, skeletal, it was all because of deficiencies. And therefore, then their children coming to the United States, because they ate differently, they could be a foot and a half taller than the parent, right? Or people came from, let's say, Hungary. Well, Hungary wasn't like Russia. There, people had what to eat in Hungary. Or in Western Europe, they had what to eat. In Eastern Europe, they'd have what to eat. So physically, they look different. And many other things. Are they strong? Are they weak? Simin Mosalem. Imbeprozim Yoshvim. If they live in open cities, Chazokim, that's a sign that they're strong. Because they have nothing to be afraid of. They don't want to be in fortified cities. They don't need the fortifications to protect them. Because they rely on their strength, on their power. But if they live in fortified cities, that's an indication they're weak. Okay? It's like the person who buys a shack, he owns nothing, he puts 20 locks on the door. Smart, he has 20 locks, there's nothing to steal, there's nothing to take away. How is he smart? You're powerful, what do you waste? You have nothing to worry about. But the pygmies may come in. Og Melech HaBashan, is he worried about pygmies? He gets up and just steps on them, he crushes them like ants. What are you worried about? Seriously, I'm trying to understand your question.
It's not a question. It's like,
What?
you never know what your adversary is going to, throw at you.
Okay. Okay. Moritz Asheru Yoshivu Hatovi Mro. The land that they're dwelling in, is a good land or is it a bad land? Mohorim Asheru Yoshivu Hino Amachnim Sorim, which seems to be redundant, right? Was Hachozaku Rofer? Are they strong? Are they weak? Then he says, are they living in Machnim Sorim? Are they open cities or are they fortified cities? Mitzar, fortresses. Hamachnim Targum Hamafatzchim. Krochim Ptsuchin Upsuchin Mein Choma. Open cities. Hatovi, B'mayonos Utomos Tovim Ubrim. You have healthy water, clear water. Water which is not polluted, this and that. Determines the health of the people. Go ahead. First he's speaking in generalities. You'll see the land, what it is, and the people. Then he gets more into detail. When I say what you'll see the land, what does that mean? Or what does the people mean? Strong, weak, good or bad? First he speaks in general, then he's more specific. And if they're strong, what are you supposed to do? So you have to prepare. This is all we're talking hishtadlus. See if they're strong or they're weak. Because if you underestimate your adversary, you're going to lose. So even though the conquest was all this, it was all miraculous. They went to Jericho. It was a miracle. They went in, the walls fell, they went in, finished. They killed him. Og Melech HaBoshem, how did he die? It was a miracle. Moshe Rabbeinu killed him. Okay? The way the things evolved. But nevertheless, you have to know what it is. Again, this is part of the Shtadlus.
So the Jews have to build, when they came to Eretz Yisrael, they have to build walled cities to protect themselves?
They didn't have to.
They didn't have to.
Unless you felt you needed it.
No, but if you're seventh and Rabbah going in to see what's the land of the Baal, that would be said in the Rabbah. But if you believe in Hashem, then you don't have to do any of that.
No. There's always, look, Yeshua sent spies. Right? Yeshua did send spies. They came to Jericho, but he sent 2 spies. So what does that mean? You don't have to do anything. You do have to do it. That's what we call the Shtadlus. You have to take initiative. How things are going to work out, that's up to Hashem the way they're going to work out. Right? You're going to do a situation. You're going to do a procedure. Might as well buy a lottery ticket. Procedure you're going to make was so much. Buy a lottery ticket. It would have entered your mind. It happened to be, they had the sign there. $680 million win. You buy the ticket, you win it. If you wouldn't have been gone to do the $30 procedure with all the heartache, you wouldn't have even thought of buying the ticket. That's Ishtadlus. I got to make a living. On the way, okay, same thing. That's Ishtadlus. I'll split with you, okay? Okay. Okay.